So, hello everyone, and this is Kenzie Wonderdrift, broadcasting Echo League Season 3, Southeast Asian Division Group A match. The two teams present, we have Kor Koncept versus Xiong+4, and let's introduce the lineups for both teams. For Kor Koncept, you have Hu Kid, Nemesis, Swine, Moonlader, and Akim Laksa, or ESG. Which is better? Okay, Moonlader and then ESG. There, that sounds better. And for Xiong+4, you have Mirai, Jetlul, Xiong+6, and Blaze. So of course, this is the Echo League, and this is an amateur league where teams would try to compete from different regions to showcase their skill sets. Question is, can their skill sets or will their skill sets translate to the bigger stages of the Dota universe? Or will it be some sort of punishing lesson for them as they struggle to find their way on the top? So of course, let me explain the rules for this league. In Echo League, this is currently the group stages, and in the group stages, here's what would happen. It's a best of 2 series, and if you get a 2-0 victory, then that means you automatically get a win. Now a win is equivalent to 3 points. If the best of 2 series becomes a 1-1 draw, then both teams get 1 point. But if it's a 0-2 loss, then the team that actually got a 0 win would certainly not get any sort of points or achievements, whereas the winning team will run away with 3 points. So in this case, let's look at the group stages. Kor Koncept currently 4th in the league, 2 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss. Now with those 2 wins and 1 draw, they've amassed 7 points. Xiong+4, on the other hand, are currently sitting at number 2, and take note, they're undefeated. 4 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses. With that 4 wins that they had, they've amassed 12 points overall. Of course, with that 4, but they're still not yet at number 1, because number 1 in the group is none other than Leon Help, amassing 5 wins, 0 draws, and 0 losses with 15 points at their disposal. So let's look at the bans for both teams. For Kor Koncept, they actually banned 3 devastating mid lane heroes. You have the Invoker, the Storm Spirit, and the Meepo. Of course, you have those 2 heroes which are quite devastating in terms of AoE damages, and they'll even provide some sort of flexibility in team fights. I'm referring to the Invoker and the Storm Spirit. Sorry about that. Now for Xiong+4, let's see. They've already banned 3 lane pressurers. Kanka, who's very good at pressuring the lanes because of his passive ability. Viper, because of his poisoning touch. And Medusa, well, he could reduce your mana, and he can even kill you from range. So 3 lane pressurers gone.
5 seconds remaining.
And let's see the picks for Kor Koncept and Xiong+4. Kor Koncept going for their position 5 at the Witch Doctor and Elder Titan at position 4, which you can also interchange anytime. So they have the Elder Titan, which is very good at providing some sort of defensive cover, especially with the Split Earth, that ultimate ability. Then you have the Witch Doctor, who could help you in team fights. So Kor Koncept supports are primarily focused on team fight. They're really focused more on team fights, because you have the Witch Doctor with a cast and Maledict, and then there's the healing together with a Death Ward. Then there's the Elder Titan, who can change the scope of the game with his AoE spells in team fights. Xiong+4, on the other hand, they went for Tiny and Ancient Apparition. An Ancient Apparition being one of the most commonly used heroes in the recent meta, all because of that Frost Blast ability that could reduce your regenerative abilities. It's actually good if you go for an Ancient Apparition, because of course when the Witch Doctor starts healing his teammates, of course with the Ice Blast, then there's no way Kor Koncept could heal himself, especially once the Ancient Apparition unleashes the Ice Blast. And they have Tiny. I'm not sure what Tiny is going to be here. He could be a potential carry, mid lane, or position 4. Depending on what Xiong+4 is up to doing, because we've seen Tiny combined with Io in the mid lane, even Tiny Io in the top lane. But if you look at it, with that sort of disabling abilities that Tiny possesses, with the Avalanche and the Toss, he could also be used as a potential position 4. Okay, Xiong+4. Let's see. Additional bans to their list. Luna is out of the picture. So Luna with that sort of farming advantage because he could, right click anytime with that passive ability. It gives him more targets to hit. And then Tinker, another powerful mid lane hero, out of the picture. He's also very good at pressuring the lanes because of that March of the Machine. So Xiong+4 banning heroes that really love to put a lot of pressure on your arsenal. And then Kor Koncept. Let's see, next bans. Let's see. They've banned 3 heroes that's very devastating in teamfight compositions. They even banned the Juggernaut, which is also very lethal in teamfights as well because of the Omnis Slash. And then Slark is Slark is devastating because he could easily pick off any of the roaming supports of Kor Koncept, and Earth Spirit is deployed in the battlefield. So with that Earth Spirit pick. Yeah, so Xiong+4's composition. So both teams going for more AoE damages and more on the team-based fighting style, because you have Earth Spirit and Ancient Apparition. Very good combination. Earth Spirit can also be used to help the team survive, especially when he gets the Aghanim Scepter and Timbersaw is out of the battlefield. Well, it's going to be an interesting composition for both teams with a sort of lineup that they possess. You have the Elder Titan who could split Earth, the Timbersaw charging forward. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. And Timbersaw is very good at picking off fragile armored heroes.
5 seconds remaining.
Of course, a perfect counter for the Timbersaw would be the Ursa Warrior, but it's highly unlikely that Xiong is going to go for an Ursa Warrior, especially if you have a Tiny, unless they want to put Ursa at mid or Tiny at mid. We'll see about that. Also, Doom is another good counter for the Timbersaw as well. If Xiong+4 wants to focus on eliminating the Timbersaw threat, yeah, they should go for Doom, because Doom, with that sort of ultimate, will negate Timbersaw's overall damage output, especially once the ultimate is set on him. Combine that with the Ice Blast, poof, he's gonna go down. Well, let's see what Xiong is gonna deliver here.
Radiant team pick.
Oh, Enigmas. This is a very interesting composition for Xiong+4, because we all thought that the Earth Spirit is going to be deployed at position 4 and Ancient at position 5. So they have a Enigma, which is normally deployed at the 4th spot. Perhaps he could be a potential off-lane hero. I mean, Enigma could also be very lethal because of the fact that he could farm by summoning a lot of minions. But here's the thing about Xiong+4. What I'm concerned is that they don't really have a lot of right-click damage as of this moment. Well, I certainly hope that their 5th pick, it has to be someone that could give them a lot of right-click assault. Let's see what's going to be Kor Koncept's counterplay. Although my concern with Xiong+4's Enigma is that once the black hole is there, one, the black hole's cooldown is very long, and is also very prone from the Witch Doctor's stunning ability, as well as that of the Elder Titan. So it's a bit of a risk for Xiong+4 to go for Enigma, and let's see the next pick, it's Sniper. Certainly going to be deployed at the mid lane. Let's see who's going to be the 5th final ban, 6th ban for Xiong+4. Remember, Enigma is very prone to stuns. Then Ancient Apparition could be easily picked off apart because of the fragility that it has.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm not sure what Xiong+4 are going to do here. I mean, they have a lot of well, if you look at their lineup, it's really meant for team play. So of course their last pick will definitely be a sort of high damage dealer. We're gonna wait to see who's it going to be, and Drow Ranger is out. Does make sense to ban the Drow Ranger because Drow could easily push aside any advancing unit from Kor Koncept. Oh yeah, don't forget the silence from Drow as well, which could also be useful as a sort of counter initiation for Xiong+4 to capitalize on team fights.
5 seconds remaining.
The final ban for Kor Koncept. Who is it going to be? let's see. So you have a lot of AoE damage on Xiong+4. Now Kor Koncept has a right click. They have damage from Timbersaw and Sniper. And then they have a well balanced composition if you're Kor Koncept, because you have the Titan and Witch Doctor for team fights, and Timbersaw and Sniper for heavy damage. Phantom Assassin is out of the picture. And it does make sense to ban the Phantom Assassin, because your Witch Doctor and your Sniper will be extremely vulnerable once the Phantom Assassin gets bolsterous with items. So Kor Koncept, let's see who's going to be the final pick.
10 seconds.
Oh boy, I'm so interested. What's going to be? Let's see. Timbersaw could be an off lane, although in recent times we've seen Timbersaw as a hard carry. Although normally in this case we'll see Timbersaw at the off lane. So hard carry is definitely going to be deployed by Kor Koncept. So let's see who's it going to be. Dragonite. So yeah, Kor Koncept's well balanced lineup here. Damage from Dragonite. Dragonite is also very tanky. I mean, in terms of sustainability, Kor Koncept has that, although you have the Ancient Apparition to negate that.
10 seconds remaining.
What would Xiong+4's final hero be? So if you look at it, you have the Ancient Apparition that could slow down the tankiness of Kor Koncept. So, and then add the fact that they have counter initiation options from Enigma and the Earth Spirit. So what will Xiong+4 do? They need someone that could really complement their lineup, that could pierce through the armors of the Timbersaw and the Dragonite, besides the Ancient Apparition reducing the sort of health progress of Kor Koncept. And the final pick, who's it be? It's the Queen of Pain.
Choose your hero.
Xiong+4. Well, Tiny is most likely going to be the hard carry, and it's actually the tankiest hero from Xiong+4's lineup, whereas Kor Koncept, you have two, the Timbersaw and the Dragonite. So, like what I said, in terms of sustainability, you give that a Kor Koncept. Now, in terms of damage outburst, right click in general would go to Kor Koncept, but in terms of like magical, that would go to Xiong+4. So it's a very interesting situation for these two teams. Like, they have a lot of pros and cons. Matchup itself it raises a lot of questions, like who will certainly win in the sort of duels. Is it the magic damage, or is it the right click damage? Likewise, do you think sustainability has its effects, or will it just be negated? Because remember, there's an Ancient Apparition knocking on your doorstep, and the Queen of Pain Sonic Wave is like, whew. Let's see. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let the games begin. Alright, this is game number 1, and the pause is set very early on. Well, last into the nice. Now let's introduce Kor Koncept representing the Radiant. As the game is paused, so okay. Easy G there as a Witch Doctor. Who Kid as a Sniper, Moon later as a Timbersaw, Swine as the Elder Titan, Nemesis as Dragonite, and for Xiong+4 they represent the Dire, Enigma, played by Six, Xiong as Tiny, Blaze as the Ancient Apparition, Jet Lul as the Queen of Pain, Mirai as the Earth Spirit. So we're gonna wait for the two teams. Let's see, status, disconnection. Okay, so yeah, Discord issue according to Xiong, so let's wait for that at the moment. Okay, for those of you watching here live in Dota 2 TV, you may follow me on twitch.tv/WonderDrift. You can also follow me on Facebook, that's facebook.com/WonderDrift, or Twitter as well. So it's Twitter, okay, it's at Kenzie WonderDrift. And how do you spell Kenzie? That's Kenz and then WonderDrift. You don't need to add the I and the E. After the Z, it's just Kenz WonderDrift. And then I also have my own personal website. That's kenziewonderdrift.wordpress.com. So of course, in that my personal website, I've published featured articles. So far there are only 2, and more will come. Of course, I've just started my esports writing career, and I'm beginning to enjoy it. Of course, interviewing random esports personalities are fun. Now, let's study the composition for both teams. My concern, if you look at Xiong's lineup, is how do they execute their spells? Because if you look at their composition, it's not easy to execute with this sort of lineup. Because Enigma, you need to time the Enigma very well. Even the Sonic Wave as well, and the Earth Spirit's ability. So it's about timing on the side for Xiong+4. They can time it perfectly, then they will definitely win the team fight composition. Now, Kor Koncept on the other hand, not really a lot of problems for me with this lineup. Well, except that, let's see, well, here's the thing though, they're going to be reliant on the Elder Titan in team fight, so if the Elder Titan goes down, then of course the team fights is not going to be easy for them, because if you look at their lineup, it's only the Elder Titan that could provide them that sort of initiation play, if you're a Kor Koncept. Now as you can see, Kor Koncept are going to do something entertaining here, as all 5 members are at the bottom lane. Now Xiong on the other hand, 4 heroes in one side, smoke gang set, they expect someone to go here. So far they're not going to be lucky. 6 is here all by himself as the Enigma planning wards, but it's going to be a 5-on-1 here if the Enigma goes very aggressive, and so far 6 says I'm not going to overcommit in there. Xiong on the other hand going on the backstabbing moment. Unlucky for both teams, they won't find each other. Wow, I'm just really amazed by how the 6 know that Kor Koncept is just doing these sort of shenanigans. Xiong on the other hand, well, a bit unlucky for both teams, they won't find each other. Though they've secured their own respective bounties. Xiong have secured the top and this area as well. Kor Koncept doing the same.
The battle begins.
I guess the 2 teams have read their scouting reports, and so of course the bounties are evenly distributed for both teams. Now, of course, it's going to be funny if Blaze goes in the mid lane. So we've seen some male execute Ancient Apparition at mid. So mid lane wars, we have Jetlul versus Who Kid. So as predicted, these 2 will definitely be at the mid wars. Of course, the sort of high damage assault that they provide. Of course, their abilities are needed. So of course, that's why these 2 heroes are normally deployed at mid. So far, Jetlul is having some sort of connectivity problems. Top lane, we have Moonlader. He has a wooden PC. Okay, Moonlader there at the off lane. Let's go against Xiong at hard carry. And Blaze here roaming around. On the other hand, we have Mirai roaming around as well. But not sure who's going to be the final roaming support for the side of Xiong. And we have bottom lane 6 in the off lane Enigma against a trial lane of EZG, Nemesis, and the Elder Titan Swine. So now finally we're back in action. So the mid lane war so far is not looking pretty good for Jetlul, but it's still early in the game. But I'm not sure if Jetlul is aware of Mirai's positioning. This could be a potential wraparound here. See if Who Kid. Yeesh, another disconnection problem. This time it's Mirai who's disconnected. Not sure if he's seen in here. I'm not sure. Well, certainly Who Kid doesn't have the vision because, well, Mirai is on the high ground. Although if Who Kid spots this, he'll definitely go on the retreat. Top lane, Moonlader. Not really happening a lot, so 6 says he's ashamed again. Well, for me, it's well, stuff like this happen. And, this is just an online tournament, so it's not really really does happen a lot. So there's nothing really wrong with it. Oh, he's reconnected. Now we could go back in action. Oh, ready. What is this? Of course, certainly the positions have been revealed. And okay, now we're back in action, and we see Who Kid and Jetlul saying hi and hello in the mid lane. Someone knocking on the doorstep. It's a sneaky Mirai, but here comes EZG to the rescue. I think he has just revealed his positioning yet. Is he trying to protect the courier, or is he trying to protect the mid lane? We don't know. Of course, it's going to be an interesting assault between this Earth Spirit and the Witch Doctor. Who's going to go first? But Mirai going to go in the top lane. That leaves Jetlul all by himself in the mid lane. Now Enigma, well, he has a tower at his advantage, so certainly a good way to block the creeps if you're the Enigma. Now it's going to be Moon later. Remember, Timbersaw is one of the toughest heroes to beat because it's sort of high vitality signs that he possesses. So even in a sort of 3-on-1 assault, he could potentially survive the boulder roll in, misses. And of course, Mirai, the mistiming there, and Moon later lives on. Now the mid lane, Jetlul getting pressured there by Who-Kid and EZG. He does survive in there, but Who-Kid slightly damaged. Now Moon later getting chased on in here. Can he run away? There's a rolling boulder there by Mirai. Mirai blocking off. He's going to get the bounty steal. He does get the bounty steal. No stunning progress for the Moon later. And poof, he goes back in the base. Mirai is well protected. Actually, I didn't know you didn't just go back to the base. You just went through the tier 2 tower. Pretty fascinating move there for the side of the Timbersaw. Now Who-Kid trying to provide pressure, but so far it's not really working. Even with EZG at his backup. I mean, sort of poison damage that Jetlul provides is just really devastating. Look, he doesn't have healing items except the Wraith Band, so he's forced to buy healing items because of that poison damage from Jetlul and First Blood. And Mirai gets a kill there on the poor Moon Leader. So the 3-on-1 top lane is doing dividends. Now we go here in the bottom lane. Xiong+4 actually well protected. Oh my goodness, that's already 2, and Jetlul gets killed. All courtesy of EZG. Of course, now we go back to the top lane later. Well, he's in a lot of pressure there. That poison damage on Who-Kid applied by, you know who, it's Jetlul. Doing a lot of damage where it wonders. Now we go to the bottom lane. So far, not a lot of action.
Too bad.
Now, of course, but if Moon later, you know, if he constantly struggles sort of match, because for me, he's a potential difference maker with that sort of tankiness that he possesses. If he constantly struggles here, then you look at Kor Koncept, they won't have some additional backup. I mean, they're going to rely a lot on the Sniper and the Dragon Knight. And things are not looking good for Moon later. That's 2 down on him. Moon later not really going to enjoy this, and that forces EZG to rotate in the top lane. Question is, can EZG hold on to this? Remember, Witch Doctor being very squishy, going against 3 devastating damage heroes. Tiny, Jin Apparition. When I mean damage, I'm referring to magic damage. Now Mirai doing his job in the top lane, gonna go in the mid lane. Should look at the last hit to deny. So Tiny is leading 23-2, and now Jetlul blinking in on Who-Kid. Who-Kid, there's a rolling boulder. Who-Kid, will Who-Kid go down? The poison damage is doing its works and wonders, and Who-Kid goes down. And of course, here comes the reinforcements from the Elder Titan. It's gonna be too late though. Gets a kill on Mirai. That's good enough. But of course, you want to get a kill in Jetlul because he's the one who's doing a lot of damage for Xiong+4. Of course, that's certainly not good news if you're Kor Koncept. Try to get a kill on Jetlul, but he manages to survive. 16-4 is his stat line score, 30-3 to Who-Kid, so the mid lane wars are pretty evenly matched. But remember, the Queen of Pain, Jetlul, has 2 kills on the mid lane. Now we go to Moon later, trying to provide that sort of pressure. And he knock on the doorstep. That's what he wanted to see, but he's going to get slowed down. But he still managed to survive. So as long as Swine is there, and Moon later is well protected. Oh, there's a stun, and who gets caught in there? It's Xiong. He's going to be in a lot of trouble. There's the additional stun from EZG. Getting poisoned as well. Not going to be enough. Now they're going to have their sights on Blaze. Blaze retreats through the tier 1 tower in the top lane. Well protected in there. And the Sniper, for the 3rd time in a row, gets obliterated to shreds. And this is not a good start if you're a Kor Koncept. especially in the mid lane. You want to maximize the sniper's overall damage, but how could you do so if he can't get all the necessary kills? And look at this. Wow, this sort of AoE damage caused by the tree is just really working wonders. Now Blaze gets caught in the middle of no man's land, but so far, well, he doesn't get killed. That's a good thing if you're Xiong+4. Now Moon later and Swine trying to knock on do something in the top lane. Or no action yet is happening.
Fit for a queen.
Now let's see. Bottom lane, on the other hand, not really a lot of action, of course, but so far 6 is doing a good job farming up. 20 to 14 is a score. And here's the thing though, Nemesis, well, he has 28 to 13, but still, the fact that they're off lane, if you're Xiong+4, your off lane is actually doing pretty good compared to the side of Kor Koncept. So this could lead devastating effects in the late game. Now, if 6 gets the necessary items, I mean the BKB and the Blink Daggers in the world, then Xiong+4's initiation plan is going to be absolutely at its monstrosity. Now they're going to target 6 because 6 is getting bolsterous, but look at that stun in there by the Earth Spirit. Man, now Kid gets a revenge kill in Jetlul, and that's a must-need kill there on the side of the sniper after getting obliterated early in the game. Of course, Moon later, she has to be very cautious. 9-1 is a stat line. He's losing the offlane wars compared to his arch nemesis, who is 6, who is there stalking. Could see a potential black hole anytime, but he gets caught in there. Oh, this is not looking good for 6, but the stunning damage is doing a lot. Oh, here comes a rolling boulder by Mirai, and the black hole has been summoned. And Jetlul on the offensive, and the counter stun there by EZG. It's going to be too late though. Now Kid gets killed. He does go down. Now will EZG run away? Mirai, does he have a rolling boulder? There he does have it. Gets a chase in there. But here comes Jetlul doing a sort of additional damage. Blaze slowing down the opposition. Nemesis on the chase on Jetlul. Does Jetlul can blink out? Oh, he does manage to live on. Don't forget he has a bottle. So, he does survive. And Nemesis trying to do a sort of damage. But no, it's not going to work. If you look at it, Kor Koncept, I mean, yeah, they do have mobility from the Timber Saw, but it's not going to be enough. Especially the fact that if you look at Xiong+4's composition, they have Queen of Pain and Earth Spirit who are very agile, and you have some sort. And if you want to chase them, you have someone like Tiny to stop him, as well as Enigma and the Ancient Apparition to slow you down. So it's not easy to chase Xiong+4's mobile lineup, because of the fact that they could, if you try to chase them, they could say, "Look, guys, we can slow you down, we can stun you, and there's no way you could hit us." And that's what we've seen, especially from Mirai. Mirai sending boulders in forward to make sure that his teammates are well protected. Well, if that's the story of the game, then of course he should be the most valuable player of this match in game number 1, because certainly he does a lot of wonders for the team. Now so far Moon later still struggling. 11-1 is a score in terms of his creep count, and Xiong is just getting bolsterous and he's getting more tanky. He's not going to be an easy threat to deal with. It's going to be really, really difficult getting all the necessary items. Kid, wow, he's nearly pressured in there. Let's see, 6 have a black hole, remember. Cooldown of the black hole is very long. There's Swine trying to stop him. Oh, could be Jetlul. Will his death beast, will he sign his own death sentence? Oh, look at Mirai out of nowhere. An EZG, where were you going? Perhaps you're not going to see the daylight from what Mirai's been doing so far. Now Moon Raider against Xiong. Blaze constantly trying to provide a sort of nuisance, not doing a lot though. But let's see, this is going to be a very tricky situation for Kor Koncept. Like, how do you deal with the sort of pressure as well as what the sort of tactics. Oh, look at that, going aggressive there on Swine. Can Swine get the sort of damage? There's a stun there. Can Swine run away? He's gonna live on. No, he doesn't. Jet little clutch out of nowhere at the buzzer. But here comes EZG. Will he do something? No, he doesn't. He can't deal with that sort of damage. 6 all by himself. I think this is good news for 6 because the pressure caused in by Jet Lul. And now Moon Raider. Can he run away? Can he live on? Oh, he's gonna go on the offensive here. Moon Raider getting brave. He's gonna get a kill on Xiong. No, Xiong does survive. Blaze in a lot of trouble. Blaze, can he go loop-de-loop? He doesn't go loop-de-loop. He goes down. Now Xiong is gonna get chased on here. I mean, Moon Raider, he doesn't have mana. Gets tossed around. Tossed to Nemesis. Stun on EZG misses. Will Xiong live on? He gets caught there by the saw. Now Xiong gets another stun. More stuns from Nemesis. Xiong gets a toss. Xiong then goes down. And EZG gets a crucial kill there. That's a big kill, a must-needed kill because you want to slow down. And now look at this. Jet Lul slowing down Swine. Swine, can you run away? Swine going hiding through the tree lines. Hides through the forest. Will it work wonders though? Ice Blast. Gets a target there. It's going to slow down the regenerative process. Combine it with a poison damage as well. Will he survive through this? No, yes, he does survive. I mean,
what have we here?
Of course, it would have been more devastating if that was a high-level Ice Blast and poison damage by Jet Lul. So far, it's not yet at its peak.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Okay, so right now, as you can see, Kor Koncept has lost the Tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. So you can look at this. Xiong+4 capitalizing on the objectives. Game 1 is looking like it's Xiong+4's game. I mean, top lane was a struggle for Moon Raider. Couldn't get that sort. Couldn't withstand the pressure from the tri lane. The tactics are doing it. 6 gets a kill on Nemesis. It's rotations from Jet Lul and Mirai is really confusing a lot. There's a split earth there. But will it be enough there? Oh, this Mirai with a stun. EZG with a stun. Let's see. The slowdown on Swine. Swine gets slaughtered there. Blaze gets a kill. Now here comes the worst nightmare. It's 6. Will he go on the offensive? No, he's not. He's going to go patient. Jet Lul with a double damage rune. He could spot a potential prey. And Who Kid? That's a good prey right there. There's a poison dagger. Add the scream as well. And Who Kid? Will he run away? Who Kid? Oh, stun! Perfectly timed it there. Blinked out of danger. Are you kidding me? How does that happen? Mirai boulders in out of the battle zone. He lives on. Oh dear, my goodness, Jet Lul. Where did you get that? And an Ice Blast is an insult to injury. Now, of course, my goodness, how do you stop Jet Lul and how do you stop Mirai? I mean, sort of mobility, the roaming advantage that they possess is just absolutely devastating to deal with. So do a quick item check. Dragon Knight really not at his best items at the moment.
Radiant's top tower is under
Does have
attack.
Mask of Madness. The same goes with a Timber Saw as well. Now let's see what Xiong has. Draw of Endurance. Yikes, that's not looking good if you're a Kor Koncept. Jet Lul with a Kaya already. Yeesh. My goodness, Kor Koncept. What can you do here? Sniper? Well, doesn't really have a lot of items at the arsenal. Sniper denies a tower. Toss it there. EZG. There you go. Here's the Ice Blast. Will it go effect? But Moon Raider might get a revenge kill, but no. Here comes Jet Lul to the rescue. He's going to go on the offensive. Who Kid? He's going to get pressured there by Jet Lul, but remember, there's the Elder Titan slowing things down. Doesn't get it, Jet Lul. Will Jet Lul teleport? He does have the right to blink in. He does go on the blink in. Scream gets a kill on the poor Sniper. Sniper goes down. Here comes Blaze. Slows down Swine. Swine, will he go down? Well, here comes the Dragon Knight Nemesis to the rescue. Well, it could be the stun, the Spirit stun. No, the blink out from Jet Lul is protected. And we know Blaze all by himself. Nemesis going on the offensive. But, wow, Jet Lul was there through the back lines. Gets a Sonic Wave kill there on the poor Swine. But Moon Raider was just there, and the timing was perfect there. The positioning there was good. Blaze gets killed by Nemesis. Oh, there's a lot of action there. Well played there on the side of Xiong, and for Kor Koncept, that's what you want to see.
Radiant's bottom tower
Of course, they have to die first before they get those kills, so it's still an advantage on the side of Team Xiong. Although, if you're Xiong, you have to be cautious. Don't like to throw away those sort of assaults. overextensions could potentially ruin the game if you're Xiong+4. Let's see, Kor Koncept. They need to get their items. Look at their items. It's not looking good. An Ice Blast is there. So there, the boulder is set. Not hitting any target. Dragon Knights, yeah, he still doesn't have the necessary items. So the lack of items is not going to be good for Kor Koncept. I mean, the early game pressure of Xiong+4 is just brilliant. Absolutely perfect. The roamings, as well as the sort of drafting that they possess, it's actually working wonders. I was a bit doubtful with the draft because, like what I said, you really need to time this sort of strategy well. How do you execute your offense? It all relies on how you manage your skill sets and how you compose yourself in 5-on-5 brawls. But so far, they're not relying a lot on 5-on-5. They're just relying on these sort of roaming individual pickoffs. And I think it's a very smart strategy on the side of Xiong+4. I mean, they've initially locked down the top lane, and they've likewise sustained themselves in the bottom lane. In the mid lane, they've put a lot of pressure, and it's working dividends and working wonders for Xiong+4. Now, of course, Kor Koncept, so desperate to get an objective. They have yet to push a tower. Ice Blast! Oh, there's a Blink Dagger by 6. We won't see any sort of black hole damage. Of course, the tier 1 tower is under siege here, and it's gonna collapse.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
Sorry about that, I wasn't really feeling well. Of course, I'm feeling under the weather constantly. Oh, Easy G. Let's see. Stun! Easy G. Run away. No, you don't. You die. Of course, I'm not feeling well at this moment, so certainly have to keep on sneezing and sneezing while casting the match. So let's see. Plays in the mid lane. So far, actually, if you look at it, the Ice Blasts aren't really that connecting, but Xiong+4 is doing a pretty good job. Even though, I mean, they don't just rely on the Ice Blast, they rely a lot here on Mirai with his low rolling boulders abilities, and then Jet Lull as well, the sort of blink in damage. So I really like the strategy, and 6 is getting, oh my goodness, one more hit on 6. 6 is going to die here. Yep, he does force to die. Xiong, let's see if he can live on. Oh, avalanche there. It's not going to be enough though. He's going to die. Yes, he does. Say goodbye there. Of course, that carelessness on the side of Xiong might be very crucial in the late game. So Kor Koncept could capitalize on that. And the tier 2 tower in the top lane is under siege. Let's see what Mirai has to offer. Does have a sort of Urn of Shadows. Add some additional healing factor. Now look at this. See, here's the thing though. I mean, Kor Koncept, if they want to initiate, they have to walk a long distance. They need Blink Daggers right now, but so far they can't get it because the early game pressure by Xiong+4 is just brilliant. Tactics are good from the start. I mean, yeah, if you really want to initiate for Kor Koncept, you really need a Blink Dagger right now because so far the initiation setups have not been really good. And the fact that the mobility of Xiong+4 is preventing the sort of Elder Titan impact is just making things more disastrous for Kor Koncept. And now Xiong+4 are gonna push through the mid lane with ease. They just rotated, baited the top lane. Now they're gonna go in the mid lane. They're gonna capitalize on the tier 1 tower in the mid lane, which is surprisingly unscathed, but right now it's gonna go down.
Top tower is under attack.
So of course Elder Titan disconnected. Gonna wait for him. But so far, you do have to commend what Xiong+4 has done. Early game pressure, sort of damage, and woo! Even the MVP is disconnected as well, Mirai. I have to say, I really like what Mirai is doing in this game. I mean, well, not in the level of Jerax. Jerax is a different level, of course. Let's see, Jerax or Tims, who are very good Earth Spirit users. Afu as well. Goodness gracious. You don't have to look at what the DOTA map has to offer. But so far, He's really done. I really like what Mirai's doing. Come on, you don't have to draw stuff like that here in the bottom left of the map. Okay, so we can see Elder Titan is back. Now we're gonna wait for the MVP. Oh, what's this? They're typing my name in the map. Oh, thank you guys. I really love that. Thanks! Okay, now we go here. Tier 1 tower in the mid lane is gonna get down.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Oh,
Radiant's
actually,
middle
they let the
tower is
tier
under
1 tower in
attack.
the mid lane. Moon later gets caught. Will he
Radiant's
live
middle
on?
tower
Of
has
course.
fallen.
He does pull a tree. Okay, what's this there? Oh, EZG, get caught in the middle of no man's land. It was the healing factor. Not gonna be enough, he goes down. Now Nemesis and Moon later. There's a stun there on Jetlo. Jetlo, will he go down? Oh, Mirai coming to the rescue. There's the Ice Blather, but it's not gonna be enough there. Oh, they get a kill in Mirai, that's huge. But not huge as Jetlo. Sonic Wave in their face. Nemesis goes down. Goodbye, Nemesis. Well, that was the nearly, well, very aggressive there by Jetlo. Gets a kill on EZG. Counter initiation there by Nemesis. Nearly gets a kill. But of course, Mirai sacrificing his life for the greater good. And then when Jetlo was blinking out, when he saw that Nemesis was low in HP, he's like, time to unleash my ultimate. And remember, 6 wasn't even involved in that clash. So he's got all the space needed. Now he's going to go for a BKB. Now combine it with a Blink Dagger. And if you're Kor Koncept, there's absolutely going to be a difficult way to stop that black hole because of the fact that the BKB is already unleashed. Of course, with that sort of black hole and BKB combination, a living nightmare for Kor Koncept. I mean, so far I have not yet seen a black hole that's worth millions of dollars in this game. But it's not really needed, because as long as you have this sort of counter initiation caused there by Mirai, Mirai is disrupting Kor Koncept's overall aggression. I mean, Kor Koncept is really struggling to find some sort of aggression in team fights because of the fact that Xiong+4's agility is just devastating, and the fact that their counter initiation plays are working wonders. They have an 11k net worth lead. Now they're going to go for a smoke gang. Let's see what the sneaky attempt is going to lead to. Let's see. Wait, is Mirai invisible? No, he's not.
What have we
Yeah, so let's see.
Dire are scanning.
Scan set. Eidolons. Okay. Oh, interesting. Knocking through the
Fit
map.
for a queen.
Oh, they spot each other. Jetlo and Moon later, but it's not gonna provide a sort of 5-5 assault. It's looking like it's gonna go for a 5-5 assault. It's all up to 6. I think 6 is just there to just time his abilities. He times it perfectly. Then if you're a Kor Koncept, you have to run away. Let's see. Who kid? That shrapnel providing intel. Going to be an interesting situation here for the two teams. Eidolons doing that scouting intel. Of course, a rotation to the top lane. Jetlo going on the offensive. Here comes Moon later. Will he do some damage? And Jetlo gets a tower there. So the tier 2 tower in the top lane as well as the bottom lane are down on the side of Kor Koncept. So let's see what they have to offer, knowing that their defensive barriers have been annihilated. Now it's all up to the tier 2 tower in the mid lane. So of course it was nearly a 5-5 brawl here. And Kor Koncept, knowing that they don't really have a lot of items at their disposal, forced to back off a bit. Although Timbersaw has a Pipe of Insight, so that's a glimmer of hope there for the side of Kor Koncept. Because if you look at the lineup of Xiong+4, they have a lot of magical damage. And the Pipe of Insight will definitely reduce the impact of those magical assaults. And it does have an AoE effect. So that's pretty good news for the side of Kor Koncept. Now that gives them a leeway to survive in 5-5 brawls if ever the magical barrages have been unleashed by Xiong+4. And let's see. Okay, so with Mirai, the MVP. Let's see what he has to offer there. That's okay. Not really a lot. Just going to try to scout around. Nothing he could see. Okay, he does have that sort of intel. Can go aggressive on EZG. Remember, EZG. Oh, black hole! My goodness! Oh dear! 2 down on the side of Kor Koncept, and this could be the sort of play needed to push through the tier 3 tower. Boy, I missed that black hole, and I want to know how that initiation happened. But here comes a counter initiation from EZG, but the stun from 6, slowing down. Goodbye, EZG. Not gonna work with your wonders. Oh, let's see. Okay, swine. Can you run away? There's a blink by Xiong. I'll combine it with a toss as well. That's 4 down at Kor Koncept. Elder Titan with the ultimate. Not gonna be enough though. And things are not looking good. Witch Doctor forced to buy back, and the tier 3 tower in the bottom lane is under siege. Xiong+4 looking like they're the team that they can be beaten. But here comes the aggression. Let's see. EZG. Sonic Wave out by Jet Lul. Gets a murderous kill. And look at this. Jet Lul blinking through the fountain. Sacrifices his life. Only for them to realize that their racks are under siege. And this could be the sort of over-aggressive play that could leave some wonders for the side of Kor Koncept. Now Mirai gets pressed on. Rolling Boulder misses because he's not in a good position. And of course, more stuns, stun, whatever happening. Mirai running through the tree lines. Moonlader pulling through the trees. Will Mirai run away? Can Mirai? Oh, he does live on. Dodges all the stunning progresses. Where's the Rolling Boulder? How? How do you do that? How do you do that, Mirai? Oh my god. How is that possible? And Mirai says, in your face, 3-on-1, not enough. The boulder together with a sort of stuns? Are you kidding me? Where did this man ever learn that? Did his mother ever teach that? I don't know. Or maybe it's part of his genes ever since he was a baby, but who cares? That was like epic proportion there by Mirai. Okay guys, okay, quick survey. Is that it's like Mushi in TI3, right? Or that's way over the top. Mushi's epic escape against 3 members from Evil Geniuses. Anyway, let's not go to that level. That's too advanced. But so far, that was just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I think I should clip that. Put that in the Echo League Discord channel. That's really worth watching.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
Okay, so of course, let's do a quick item check. Sniper. Well, he does have the Hurricane Pike. That's pretty good news. Or the Pipe of Insight. Very important. See, a Nemesis has.
Radiant's
Nemesis? Not really. How do you describe it? He's not really getting the necessary items yet. I mean, he does have the Vladimir's offering, but it's not going to be enough though. Especially if you have the sort of damage, magical burst damage from Jet Lul's Queen of Pain. Don't forget, he has a Kaya. Oh, Linked Sphere as well? Yee, that's not going to be a good sign there for Kor Koncept's hard carry. And now let's look at the other hard carry. Sold Cuirass, Blink Dagger, Drum of Endurance. Okay, it's not going to be an easy prey for Kor Koncept. So if you look at the hard carry wars, the fact that Xiong was just having an easy time in the top lane, and all the way to the end, he's just getting all the items. Compared to his arch nemesis, which is none other than Nemesis, who is currently struggling at the moment. He's going to go for the Sold Cuirass, which you desperately need. Look at this logo here, Kor Koncept. Okay, so right, so with Mirai, I'm gonna go for that sort of Shadow Blade because he has a Shadow Amulet. Find it with a Claymore. BKB on Xiong. Wow, that's gonna be more devastating for Xiong and more nightmarish for Kor Koncept. And Roche is gonna get assaulted. Now what can Kor Koncept do? They don't have vision. They have vision, and Mirai is there stalking. Using the Shadow Amulet. Has 2 Observer wards here, sticking together. 1 here. So if you look at it, the Roche is well protected by Xiong. No vision on the side of Kor Koncept. And the shrines are getting assaulted by the Eidolons as well to provide a sort of distraction, while Xiong gets the offensive there on the Aegis of the Immortal, and Jet Lul has it. And she's gonna go for a Mjolnir. Eesh, this is not looking pretty good for Kor Koncept. Can they do it here? Of course. I'm not sure what Swine was doing there. I think he's just trying to test his micromanagement skills. Yeah, you passed the test. Or maybe he's doing that as a form of desperation or a battle cry to help his team get motivated, because so far it's looking like a disaster for Kor Koncept. 14-27 is a score, and if you're a Kor Koncept, what can you do? You don't have the items. Whoa, there's a Sanj. Gonna go for a Heaven's Halberd, especially when you have your Talisman of Invasion. Of course, you do need that because, well, you do have a strong armor out. Wait, where's the Assault Cuirass from Nemesis? Was it in the courier? I think it's in the courier. No, not yet. I think he cancelled it in favor of yeah, he did cancel it in favor of a halberd. I mean, yeah, you do need to dodge all the physical damage. You also need to sustain yourself as well. So it's a major dilemma for Nemesis. Should you go for an item that could help you survive team fights because of the fact that it could negate physical damage through dodging? Or should you increase your armor to do the same effect as well, minus the dodge? Okay, so the tier 2 tower in the mid lane goes down. Xiong, on the other hand, are knocking at the doorstep. Because, remember, they have the Aegis of the Immortal, they can go for a high ground push. Of course, Kor Koncept going on the defensive. Elder Titan is one of the best defensive heroes because of his first skill, the Echo Stop, as well as the Earth Splitter. Very good at closing down choke points, but remember, there's the Black Hole as well. You can also do the same. You combine it with the Ice Blast and this Avalanche Toss combination, you'll be like, okay, we gotta do something here. I mean, they've counter-initiated us perfectly. Alright, so here's what we do. We're gonna hide the Elder Titan. Swine's gonna hide through the backlines because we need Swine well protected. The Swine is like our only chance of initiation and defense as well. Think of it as Swine as the goalkeeper in a football match, so pressure is all gonna be on him. Let's see, Sniper gonna go for a BKB with a Maelstrom. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Here's a Rax Assault. Jet Lul blinks in. Ice Blast out on leash. Moon later doing the damage. 6 with a Black Hole on 2 heroes combined with a Sonic Wave and an Avalanche. Holy smokeroni. Now Mirai sacrificing his life for the greater good. Buybacks have been unleashed, but of course the racks are down. The racks are down. It's not going to be enough. Mirai, okay, he does die. Sorry, it wasn't Mirai, but it's actually the Elder Titan. Here comes the chase here by Moonlater. Will Moonlater get a chase? No, he gets stunned in there. Jet Lul blinking in. Uses Shiva's guard on the offensive. Goes for a scream. Falls for all whatever damage he has to offer. Xiong likewise as well there to protect his teammate. Stun on Moonlater. 6 with a BKB. Aegis of the Immortal unleashed and out in the battlefield. Let's see. Jet Lul revived. Poison all on Moonlater. Moonlater, will he go down? Let's see. He has a buyback. Of course, easy G. Well, right, well there, protecting his teammate for the greater good of glory. Oh my, of course. Jet Lul. My, he was clutch. And Mirai with that distraction, making sure that his teammates could currently live on and push through the racks. And they killed the racks. Objective taking for Xiong successful. And they've done so without letting their high damage dealer, which is Jet Lul, getting slaughtered. She does live on. Good news.
What have we here?
The question is, if you're Kor Koncept, of course you need to initiate a counter assault. I mean, you forced your buybacks already, so you have to be cautious. Now that you've forced your buybacks, Question is, can you sustain yourselves? Because now that you don't have buybacks, you don't have some sort of additional sort of defensive pressure. And easy G. Glimmer Cape, perfectly timed, together with a stomp. Okay, just fixing my sitting position, and we're back. Mjolnir on the Queen of Pain. Gonna go for a Daedalus as well, and as long as this Queen of Pain gets... Oh, wow, look at that attack speed. How do you deal with that? And Moonlader, who was constantly getting pressured by the Queen of Pain's damage in that early 5-5 brawl, you certainly would not like to encounter that. Okay, so of course, the Elder Titan doing what he does best. He is the goalkeeper. But of course, they're so dependent on this defensive stance that Swine will bring on. But Jetlo says, well, you have a good defense, but they say a good defense is a good offense, and Jetlo does embody that with that high attack damage. And it moves attack speed as well. It's just bonkerous, and out of this universe. Okay, so Xiong just baiting on EZG, EZG turning invisible, courtesy of the Glimmer Cape. Now Jetlo, let's see. Tier 3 tower in the top lane is gonna get assaulted. Creeps are doing the damage. And Who Kid, provided a defensive stance, and Ice Blast is a sort of scouting weapon. Kor Koncept just frantically moving around the map. Okay, so EZG, okay, so he has the Aeon Disc, so of course early in the game, EZG, if he gets caught in the middle of no man's land, he gets shredded apart. But now with the Glimmer Cape and with the Aeon Disc, it's not going to be easy to kill him now, is it? Or perhaps the damage from the Queen of Pain, aka Jetlo, is going to be too devastating for the Witch Doctor. We'll find out. Okay, so right now, Dragon Knight has the Heaven's Halberd. Not going to be enough though, especially with what Jetlo is doing. There's a Lincoln Sphere. Okay, this could be the assault with the Ice Blast. No, it's not going to lead to any wonders. So right now, Kor Koncept going on the retreat through the tier 3 towers, hiding they are. Okay, so Xiong+4 knocking at the doorstep. They don't have an Aegis of the Immortal. They have a 33k net worth lead. They are rich. Rich indeed. Enjoying the money. Overflowing. They bought the stock at 1.0. Sell it at 1 million out of nowhere. Boy, they're gonna love this money. A 34k net worth lead? Yeesh. Xiong throwing a tree. Just provide that sort of scouting intel. Kor Koncept are just like, okay, what do we do here? Oh, this is gonna be an interesting situation. Xiong. So it's a scouting game. There's a scouting from the stomp and a scout from a tree throw. Together with these melee, with these Eidolons. Okay. Xiong. Okay, it's a defensive stance. It has been perfectly timed by Kor Koncept, and Xiong is currently finding ways to get through this barrier. They're relying on the Eidolons, and which is a good strategy. Although you're giving gold, free gold to Kor Koncept if you're just going to rely on these Eidolons. So let's see.
Radiant's top tower is under
now
attack.
Xiong provided that pressure. Tier 3 tower goes down. Now will EZG go on the offensive? Stomp is there. Stomp is not really going to do a lot though. Mirai says hi to Moonlader. Gets pressured on. It was just like some sort of baiting strategy. Just testing the reflexes of Kor Koncept. So far the intel says, okay, yeah, that was a very good reflex reaction. But yeah, I was expecting Jetlo to push through the mid lane, but Kor Koncept doing a very good job rotating in the mid area to protect their base. Let's see, Sniper has a BKB. Not going to be an easy prey for Jetlo now that he has a BKB. Look who's here, it's Mirai trying to taunt Kor Koncept. That's his #1 hobby as of the moment. Okay, what does Xiong have to do here? Let's see, Blink Dagger, Drum, and BKBs. Now look at that AoE damage. Okay, offense, Black Hole gets a content, Swine gets caught, and that's good. You want to catch the Initiator gun. Now who kid? Oh, caught in another Black Hole. Oh my, Easy G, run away. That's 2 black holes. Jet Lul misses with a Sonic Wave, but he doesn't even seem to care. That damage is just doing too much. Oh my goodness. Dual Black Hole? How do you stop that? Now who kid? Well, he's gonna go down anytime, will he? There's a toss and a buyback by the Elder Titan. Not gonna be enough, but it could be enough. Stomp. This could be the sort of play needed. Who kid goes for the buyback. Oh, there, it's a crucial kill there. Down goes the hard carry. 6 goes for the stun on the poor Swine. But of course, goes for the Yule Scepter BKB to make sure he's well protected. Assassinate. Will it go? Oh my! He dodged the assassinate. How did that happen? 6. Oh, knee. Oh, kneel. My, I'm gonna kneel. I'm gonna kneel right now. Oh my. Oh, hail 6. I'm forced to bend the knee, because how did he dodge that assassinate from who kid? Oh dear, he just blocked the vision out.
What have we here?
I don't know how that happened. Let's see. Sort of physics test on Dota 2. Can someone please explain to me how did that happen? But my god, that was brilliantly done by 6. Yeah, he has a refresher orb. I didn't notice that. No wonder why he could go for a dual black hole. Boy, that dual black hole was indeed making a lot of impact on the side of Xiong. They made a black hole here, making sure the Elder Titan doesn't do his sort of counter-initiation play. It made sure it also happened here to slow down Easy G. So 2 black holes to slow down counter-initiations from Kor Koncept. Wow, you do have to command this Enigma.
Invisibility.
Now, of course, all up to the tier 3 tower in the mid lane. Gonna be well surrounded. 39k net worth lead on Xiong+4. Kor Koncept, they have to ask themselves a question. How do you stop that Enigma and that refresher orb? Now, Roche is well protected, and certainly they do have vision here, although it's gonna expire any time, but they don't have vision here. They won't be able to spot Roche. Could go for an Elder Titan split Earth to this area, though it's going to be very risky, especially without the vision. Okay, Aegis is there together with the cheese, free for all. Okay, now we can see Xiong+4 going on the offensive here, and Kor Koncept. Let's see, what can they do here? So Swine doing what he does best. He's going to be the counter-initiation option. But of course, if you look at Xiong, they have the ultimate counter-initiation play. And look, Refresher Orb is set. Black Hole is set. Now what you going to do if you're Kor Koncept? 1, you don't have the Aegis. Black Hole on 2 heroes. Nemesis is there together with Moon later. Oh, the Elder Titan with a Split Earth counter assault. Nemesis turns himself invisible. Another Black Hole. This time on the sniper, on the core heroes. Easy G gets rolled apart, slaughtered to shreds. That's 4 down in Kor Koncept. Oh, the black hole's doing wonders here. Oh, the late game is pretty looking good, and oh my goodness. And yes, of course, Kor Koncept forced to call GG. Game number 1 in favor of Xiong+4, and they're currently unscathed, en route to a 5-0 start. So Xiong+4 victory in game number 1. Don't forget, there's still some game number 2 action in a bit. Remember, this is a best of 2, and see you soon.